Cool Fan Podcast, we back again. You know what time it is. It's your boy Drift XLR, a.k.a. the Dimple Killer, a.k.a. Light Skin Assassin, a.k.a. Fly McVeigh, a.k.a. you know who it is.
Yeah, long ass intro. What up, y'all? It's your boy Otta.
Truth, back again.
True. And we got the trio. We got the Steph, Clay, and Draymond back. You feel me? Oh, you didn't like that one?
Yeah, who's Draymond?
Tony, he got defense.
All right.
I'm Steph.
I got defense and I
Yeah, we
get
are the
in
better
everybody's head.
We are the better
I piss everyone off.
Or we could go with Boston, you know. I'm Tatum.
Tatum. Oh,
Yeah.
so I'm Brown then.
Marcus Smart.
There we go, right there.
I'd have thought he would have been Al Horford. No,
Al Horford kind of got that shot like him, kind of.
Yeah.
Not all the way, but kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
75% Tony shot. Gotta go KG for the full Tony shot.
Yeah. KG and that Marcus can't be
Yeah, so.
blended like a 70-30.
Mm-hmm. So, how was y'all
Yeah, what were we talking about?
weekend so far? Weekend.
Oh,
You
we
feel
just
me?
getting it started, man.
I
The
mean,
Lakers-Wolves game was pretty good. Let's see. AD went down, you know, usual.
the way he went down, I'm like, this
Yeah, it
is
was
just
weird.
it's a rewind. Like every time he like
weird.
I understand ankle twist is like bad, but like that one didn't seem that bad. But like every time it's like the same reaction right away. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's like Peter Griffin on Family Guy.
Being that AD goes down every time somebody looks at him wrong. You think either the Lakers should move on from him this offseason or you think he should retire?
Nah, he cooking right now.
Yeah, he cooking. He
Because
just-
even though he got hurt that game, he still played the rest of the game, and they moving up in the rankings now. And
Yeah, especially after beating the Wolves.
Yeah.
I was really hoping they would beat the Lakers.
they pulling it together. They went from was it a 10 seed or 11 seed to now they the 7th.
But the Wolves losing
8th or 7th.
hurts them too.
Mm-hmm.
because they was all right there.
Yeah, now Lakers is creeping up to where they don't have to play in the play-in,
I got tickets to the game
which
tomorrow.
might be good.
If the Wolves can beat Portland.
Then they will.
I think Dame got shut down for the season.
Oh yeah, that's over there.
Yeah. That's going to be easy.
But you never know because the Wolves have a habit for some reason of whenever they play good teams, they show
compete,
up and
yeah.
beat the shit out of them, and then when they play bad teams, they lose by 20.
Mm-hmm.
Some teams just be weird like that. No, what was I going to say with the Wolves? I don't know. It's weird. Towns and Edwards just doesn't seem like they really coexist well enough on the court.
You see that? Edwards can't be doing that. This is his team, and he had the last time I looked, it was like third quarter, and he had 5 points.
Yeah. Because
like,
Towns
bro.
is just that's what I'm saying. When Towns is
Like he
in,
was eating.
they don't really play well together.
I mean, it could be though, because Towns just came back not too long ago, so it's like trying to get him back into the offense.
You know what I think the problem is the coaching. I think as much as people wanted to believe in this guy, I think he's not good because you start looking at all these Wolves players that were on the roster last season and are with other teams now. Look at what they're doing. Look at what they're doing.
Just
Look at
sound,
D'Angelo Russell.
yeah, that's just a Minnesota thing.
Yeah.
Anybody that leave here, they go crazy. Anywhere else.
That's what I'm saying. Look at all these other players that were here last year.
And music.
And they didn't really do much, and now look at them killing it wherever they are.
Yep.
I think the coach is bad, and I think that's why you can't find like Towns, Gobert, and Edwards meshing together because
I think Gobert just trash, to be honest. I don't think
He is trash.
you know,
The fact
that
that
was
he can't post
that,
up.
yeah, that was a bad move.
I mean, they before Towns got back in, but they've been killing. But I don't know. Gobert, seeing him can't even post up point guards or whatever, or even move them.
he got
He be tryna-
butterfingers. He can't catch the ball.
He trying to post them up, can't even back down any like guards. I'm like,
Most of the highlight plays that you see of him making mistakes, it's because he can't catch the ball. For some reason, he got butterfingers.
that damn big. Gobert.
Yeah, I bought tickets to the game tomorrow with the Wolves and taking Nalia. They got
Isn't it like a little another bubble thing or something?
no, it's tomorrow to the first 2,500 kids. It's a Carl Towns jersey that they're getting.
I knew it was something.
That's smooth.
taking her.
Hoping to
And
get
I
a jersey.
got, yeah, well, for her. It's
Yeah,
not for
that's
me.
what I'm saying.
Hey, when we
But-
all going? Like, big group.
Next season, unless y'all want trying to go to Twins game.
Oh, I'm down to go to a Twins game.
No,
I'll let you guys
Yeah.
know. We got RP to one of my teachers, but we
I
might
got-
be going to a Twins game for like a little memorial for him.
Bet. I
Maybe
got
just go out and just ball out.
I got tickets to the home opener next week on Thursday.
We
Even go to a couple of Gopher games next year too.
still haven't went there.
Because there's I got a lot of young boys, that's graduating into the field, playing for D1 colleges. You feel me?
I'll go to any game that isn't a Vikings game.
I'm definitely so.
I got us some tickets to the Wild. No, I'm playing.
I mean, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
mind,
was
but-
I might go it either.
I ain't never been.
But like the beginning of the weekend, end of the weekend, last week, went to the Minnesota State Championship tournament for high school basketball, and got a couple of young boys that won state that's going to be going to some
D1s.
D1s like Ohio State. So I'm definitely going to go watch Ohio State play the Gophers because we got some rival best friends, that came up together. They gonna be at different Big Ten schools. And they gonna play each other.
Wasn't it Wayzata got their revenge on
Park Center.
Park Center this year?
Yep.
Park Center beat them last year.
Yeah, and it's funny. I called this whole tournament out before it happened. Not Chaska, but Wayzata was a 3, right? Park Center was number 1, and number 2 was Lakeview North, right? I told her, I said, Park Center's going to play Wayzata. Wayzata's going to win. I said, TG's going to play De La Salle, and TG's going to win. Called it. The only thing I got wrong was Holy Family. They a 2A school, but they nice, and they ended up losing to Orono, and then Orono ended up winning the whole thing for that class. But and then I called out Mr. Basketball, which was Nas Whitlock. And he's going, forgot what school he's going to. I got to look it up again. But, yeah, he's decent too. But last year, Mr. Basketball used to go to Aflos, the school I work at. Now, and he went to Park Center, and he won Mr. Basketball and won the state championship last year for Park Center.
Oh, yeah.
He's at the U. Tayson Chapman is at TG, came from Aflos. They cool friends and all that, and they played together when they was playing for Park Center because they was 8th graders playing freshmen.
Yeah.
Or Tayson was a 7th grader playing freshman, and JV. I mean, they was playing JV, and then Tayson, when he got to high school, went to TG, and he's a back-to-back state champion now. But he's going to Ohio State, but would it be lit? Right? Brownie still ain't commit to where he's going.
Still isn't. Damn.
And his family is from Akron, Ohio. And he has an offer from Ohio State.
Where'd he go?
If he goes to Ohio State.
That's where Brown wanted to go.
Yeah, so if he goes to Ohio State and then Tace is there, and then when they come here to play the U, that's going to be lit because it's going to be, I get to see Tace and Braden again. Then on top of that, Brownie too. Like, that's going to be lit. It's going to be lit.
I gotta see that.
So, yeah. And that would probably be, because I don't see Brown playing more than 1 to 2 years in college. And depending on how Tayson go crazy, because Tayson
Keep playing how he has been, he'll do 1 year, 1 and done.
Tayson was number 1 in the state and in the nation. I think he was like 45, so top 50. So, and Tayson be going crazy on the circuit, so easy money. And then I still got a lot of high school basketball to watch next year because his little brother Tion, who's taller than him, potentially might get colder than him. Still
It's
at
always
TG.
the youngest one.
It's like it's gonna be crazy.
It's always the younger ones.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy lit.
I'll go watch anything.
Yep. So and then Carolina plays Minnesota next year. for football. So
About to pull up to that game.
you know,
The only game I won't go to is the Vikings because that not even the Vikings. It's not even because of the Vikings. They're just their stadium is so overpriced for tickets, and it's sad because I've been to all these games, right? And the place with the best stadium food isn't even like a pro team. It's the minor league. It's the St. Paul Saints. St. Paul Saints got the best food.
Hey, we going there?
I've been to one of those.
We got.
There's water.
Oh, you got it.
He was glazing over that thought. He's
Bro,
Yeah, and then it's the the Twins and Timberwolves probably about even, but the Saints got the best food. And then you go to the Vikings, and they got like fucking gas station cheeseburgers. It's bad,
tragic.
like it's bad. And then I paid for a lot. I'm pretty sure it's anywhere, but theirs is still the most expensive. But I got the souvenir cup soda, and thinking I was gonna get a refill out that motherfucker, at least a discounted one.
you gotta pay another.
I paid the full price for another one. I'm like,
Whoa.
motherfucker.
Not even like $5 for a refill.
Nope.
Like,
It's full price. You had to buy a whole nother one.
Fuck.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
dang.
I'll never go back to the Viking Stadium unless the tickets are free. Me personally.
And I mean, I just like going. I like the atmosphere. I'll go just to go.
Oh, I just like
I'ma be
going to
turned
see
up
them
beforehand.
lose.
Yeah.
I'll go to
I
any other
I
game.
turn
though.
up beforehand though. Like I'm gonna
Right.
eat and I'm gonna drink beforehand. Head up, get out there, have fun.
Even the cheap tickets at other stadiums are better than that.
But when you at the game, you want to eat at the game. Sometimes it's just like it makes you want to do it. Sometimes like you just be sitting there like, oh, let me get something to drink, because like you're sitting there watching
$12
everybody's like,
later.
yeah, man, it's
Yeah.
just like boom. But
Damn, I want a burger.
You all right
$17
over there?
later. That was John and Matt.
dang, yawning, eyes glazed, man,
Yeah, damn.
Off the Berkey.
man. Nah, but the only reasons I go to Vikings games is if they playing teams that I want to see. So the last one I went to was I took Tay to his first game, Jed to his first game, and Marquise.
real?
Yeah, and Jed liked the Rams, and Tay and Marquise liked the Vikings. So I'm like, forget it, let's go. And then
Oh
went to
yeah, I remember
one.
that. I remember that.
That was the last one I went to, but usually if I go is when they play the Panthers or maybe a Kansas City game or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Teams I like.
What is their schedule?
I don't know fully, but we always going back and forth like, oh, we don't play all this year. We don't play all this. Oh, we play all this year. Duh. So
Pull up
yeah.
the schedule for the Vikings.
Is it out yet?
it might be. But,
Sometimes the name that doesn't take, they don't put it out right away.
yeah, they might have the like teams, but they probably don't have like the
Yeah,
times and
way,
stuff
yeah.
set yet.
What?
Like
No, he said something. I don't know what he said.
No, like yeah, they probably don't have like what time
like
and
set
day
schedules on.
Yeah.
But they know like the teams. That's what I
Yeah.
want to know.
But baseball's back. I know y'all don't care, but
I like the Phillies.
twin season.
Phillies is my favorite baseball team.
St. Louis Cardinals.
I haven't watched baseball in a long time, but I got back into it the last couple years with like watching guys like Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani, who's ridiculous. And then like my favorite player has been Carlos Correa. I liked him when he played for Houston, but now he's with the Twins, so I'm like, well, that's cool. So, like I've been getting back into it a little bit, and I started falling away from basketball for a little bit too, but Edwards and Tatum got me interested in that again, the NBA at least. So I've been enjoying this season, and then twin season, hopefully they can do something.
Yeah, I just can't wait till NFL season start again. I'm so geek. Granted, I lost in fantasy, but I just love football. Football's my thing.
About to turn up again.
Yeah, I ain't coming in last again.
Hey, what's your guys' next bet then? Y'all talking about it yet or no?
Not yet. Once we get it all started, we'll talk about it, and then
Loser got a polar plunge.
Bro, that shit crazy. Would y'all do that?
because technically I didn't come in last. I just came in last because I lost in the playoffs.
Yeah, technically, who
Who's
was
the player?
it?
Tay came in last in the season.
Yeah.
But he had to. So maybe we could do like a
A
double
double
last
loss?
place. Yeah.
So the one that came last place in the season gotta do something worse. Because I mean, lose a couple of last in the like in the quote unquote playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's at that point, it was like whatever. But
Because I would have played anybody else first round. Just the way everything just went. It was like I would have played anybody that first round. Besides who I played, I went. I played anybody else in that last round for the last game. I won. It's just the person I played that week just got lucky.
This is all I have. It's not a list.
I'm never trading my quarterback again.
Who else? Thank God.
So at home they got Sanford, Green Bay, Detroit, Chicago, Tampa, Saints, Chargers, Kansas City. Ooh, I might want to go to that one now.
I think Detroit's gonna win the division next year.
And then Denver on the away. So Denver, Raiders, Atlanta, Panthers.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to go to Carolina.
Especially
Philly,
if
Chicago,
Green
Detroit,
Bay
Green Bay
actually
Bengals.
trades Aaron Rodgers here
So
soon.
trying to go.
Vikings gonna get.
Should we go to Carolina?
I ain't no problem. But look, I can see Vikings losing to the Bengals.
Oh yeah,
I can see that.
I can see them splitting with like the Lions. If A-Rod ain't playing for Packers, they win both of those. I can see them losing to Chicago or split. Philly, they losing. Carolina, they losing. Atlanta actually is looking decent.
For real?
See all the picks they've been doing, like the trades and stuff. They just need a quarterback. Raiders. Who they got anymore? Like Jacob still want to get out.
I mean,
Waller
they just
gone.
Yeah, Waller gone, but they still got all.
I
their
think it'll be
pieces
nice with Jimmy G.
Denver, they gonna get back to doing what they need to do. Kansas City, they losing. Chargers,
Russell
they
Wilson
losing.
will have a bounce back.
Saints,
Got to, right?
Saints.
Yeah, who just went to the Saints?
Derek Carr.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna be nice.
Tampa, they smacked.
And they got still Jameis Winston back up.
San Fran again smacked. Yeah, they ain't gonna have the record they had.
Vikings gonna have a losing record, especially if the rumors that keep popping up about them on draft day, they're talking about. There's rumors of them trading or getting rid of Kirk Cousins. Free my man Kirk, man.
That boy Kurt is actually decent though.
I know. Vikings don't deserve him.
I think he's in that same scrutiny as like with what's his name, David Carr.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. So, yeah,
Isn't he
Derek
free
Carr.
agent now?
David Carr is his brother.
Yeah, Derek Carr. I think he's in that same kind of atmosphere.
They get all the blame, but it's really they've been solid
Right.
number wise.
Yeah.
Derek Carr has been solid. He ain't been what he was the first 3 years in the league. Like he was a straight killer, but he's still been solid and putting up decent numbers. But he gets called trash, which is to me is unfair. And I think Kirk's been a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, he been up there.
And Atlanta got Dalvin Cook.
And
What?
Yeah, they traded him.
That's why I say Atlanta's not looking too bad.
when did that happen?
Just recently,
Hey, I missed that. But Kirk
for a
Cousins.
4th round pick.
Imagine though if they do get rid of Kirk Cousins. Imagine Atlanta taking a swipe at that.
And then you got Kyle
That'd be
Pitts,
nice.
Dalvin Cook,
That will be wild.
That's why I said if he's gone
Drake London.
and Aaron Rodgers is gone next year to the Jets, the Lions are winning that division.
I could see Julio leaving and going back to Atlanta to retire. Couple of more years and
You
then
want a
retire.
ring before you want a ring before he leaves.
All right.
And if these rumors are true too with Lamar Jackson, New England might.
Oh, and Atlanta's still in the runners for that too.
Jeez.
He want to go to New England. Is the new
Man.
rumors.
They ain't
See?
really got no defense.
I'll take him.
You know, Carolina could have had him,
Oh yeah.
and these
But-
Dubbies decided just to
But
give
it's also
everything up for that.
It's also stupid for other teams to try to get him because he can sign a deal with other teams, but Baltimore has the right to match. So they did that because they want to let other teams set their price, knowing that. But
so Baltimore offer to the Panthers was 2 first-round picks. That's it.
Oh, they should have did that.
Like Carolina said that he cost too much. So
What? 2 first-round picks? I would have been.
but we gave away 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and DJ Moore just for the first pick.
See, I wouldn't have did that.
Can't do that for Lamar.
But
Couldn't
for
do-
Lamar,
yeah.
I would have did 2.
We could have did the 2 first rounds, kept DJ, got Lamar, and the other pieces that we picked up. DJ Chart. I mean, I don't want to say his name, but other people would like that boy. The verdict is out on him. Thielen, we'll see. I didn't want him on the team, but
There ain't no verdict. It's been out. He's overrated.
I didn't want him on the team.
He's overrated.
But he'll fit in as a third string on our team. You know,
Bro, what if he go crazy?
He's
You
solid.
eat your words?
I eat my words because it'd be for my team, but I feel like we still got a DJ Moore on the team, and y'all gonna see Terrence Marshall, the third LSU wide receiver,
Okay.
yeah,
That was red.
he is
Yeah.
nice.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's really like that. He just ain't had no quarterback. Because I mean, even last year he was flashing. He was flashing with DJ on the so, but I just feel like him and DJ couldn't fit together because they pretty much the same player.
Damn. I
Look at
mean,
them Terrence Marshall highlights. Like when it was him, Chase, and JJ and LSU, Burrow was having fun with them 3, boy.
3-headed monster.
Yeah.
Man, we're gonna see how that turns out though.
Yeah, our defense is solid. So, and then we got
defense
Miles.
always been solid.
We got Miles Sanders. We got we got Hayden Hurst. You know, we got some extra offensive linemen. You feel me? We got
Needed that.
and we still in the running to get Derrick Henry. Just saying, just saying. We in the running to get Derrick Henry.
Where y'all think he gonna go?
I mean, I hope he comes to Carolina, but if not, don't let him go to Buffalo or Kansas City.
Oh,
It's a wrap.
Rumors have been Buffalo.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
yeah.
Don't let it go. If he goes to any of those teams, what can you do?
That's what they need. That's all Buffalo needs.
Like, what can you
The
do?
rumors been Buffalo, and you manage to keep Diggs happy there, right? Because there's been rumors of him being gone too. But if you can keep him happy in that offense the way it is, and then you add him into the mix,
Yeah, like think about it, right?
not only
Devin
you
Singletary had 1,000 yards last year.
like,
Nah.
and he not even like a
He's-
top.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you put Derrick Henry back there. Now
that
what?
line, you have to overcommit to him, which means you can't commit help to the receivers. And if you commit help to the receivers, Derrick Henry's
Yeah.
gonna eat y'all for lunch.
So are you gonna worry about Josh Allen? Or are you
that's
gonna
what
worry
I'm
about?
saying.
And then Josh Allen can run.
already hard. He's already
Yeah.
hard to take down big country.
If Derrick Henry goes to Buffalo, I'm predicting that he breaks the all-time season record.
I don't think that because they still will be balanced,
Yeah,
but
it ain't gonna be a run heavy team.
Somebody's breaking some record because
the whole team, the total yards record.
because either he's breaking a running record or somebody's breaking a receiver record. It's
Gonna be the first team ever to put up however many, whatever the most yards is for a whole team. That's what it's gonna be.
somebody on that Buffalo squad is breaking a record.
You might have the
Man,
most rushing touchdowns.
that too, because
in
what
the
you
red
gonna
zone.
what you gonna do? If Stephon Diggs get the ball down to the 2-yard line, now you know he's gonna get now. Do you stack the box because now you still got Diggs, Gabe, or
don't
Josh
let-
Allen faking it and then going off like.
And not only that, not only do you have to watch the pass game and Derrick Henry, but Allen can run too.
Yeah,
That's what you said.
yeah. So
he's
you
hard
got
to-
He's
that.
hard to take down.
And I forgot about Dawson Knox. Like
Oh yeah, the
he
tight
turned,
end.
and that defense still already tough. So,
Having to worry about Josh Allen. And
that's too much.
Gabe Davis taking the top off. Just all of a sudden, he all the way down the field because he's so worried about Derrick Henry.
But then you think about how crazy that is. How crazy would it be if he was on Kansas City? That's even more
fair.
crazy because their offensive line was one of the best.
Yeah, that wouldn't even be fair.
Like, you just gonna give Pat Mahomes a couple more
Right.
You talking about Kansas City? You talking about Kansas City being the Golden State Warriors with Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
Oh man.
If
Not even fair.
If he go there, Pat Mahomes gonna have more rings than Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
It's a chance. Like, think about it, right? He potentially could have had 3 to 4 rings already,
Yeah.
and he's only been in the league for 5 years.
So you don't think he can get it?
He's not breaking Brady's record.
You don't think he can?
I think he can. And
He's gonna beat the passing records.
He's doing it with like mediocre Kansas City like weapons.
Yeah.
Like,
The only thing really
he
big time
really
is
Travis
Travis
Kelce.
Kelce.
But even before that, it was just Travis and Tyreek. They imagine if if Kareem Hunt didn't get in trouble there, they might have won them other years.
That's true. That's true.
Because their running backs, they don't ever have like solid running backs.
But Kareem Hunt was crazy.
And he's a free agent. But he ain't going back there.
He's not getting to Tom Brady's Super Bowls.
I think
He's gonna pass his passing records for
Do
sure.
I think he can? Can he get there? Yes, he can. Willie, I mean, we just got to see.
I don't think he will.
I think
he will.
he's way more talented of a passer than Brady.
Sure.
So,
I've been saying that.
but Brady, if you look at his wins, man, like some was him, a lot of it was that defense stuff. That defense was nice.
Not always though.
Like at a few of those.
Look at 2 of the years the 2 years that they played the Giants in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They were among the bottom 5 defenses in the league.
The year y'all cheated against the Raiders.
Ain't no cheating.
They cheated the Raiders.
Ain't no cheating.
That was the rules. They cheated the Raiders the 1 year.
No cheating. That was the rules. The tuck rule. They lost the game in that same season because of the tuck rule.
But not the tuck. When they got the kickoff, and then the boy threw the ball the wrong. He lateraled it, but they didn't call the lateral, and then they got it within. Then they kicked the field goal. Then so that was that game, the snow game. Then it was the tuck rule. Then if Marshawn Lynch would have got the ball instead of this is a lot
bad coaching. Bad coaching.
Tom Brady's nice. I can't hate on him, but
you don't get where he's at by
it's a lot of stuff that
a lot of speculation.
A lot of stuff. The deflate. I don't pay attention to that. He just did his thing.
With the Deflategate, that got blown way out of proportion because if you remember at the time, the Indianapolis Colts said their balls were underinflated too. Mm-hmm. That was a thing, but everybody wants to look at because they were looking for somebody to blame for that.
Yeah, I ain't tripping on that.
A lot of people do, but they forget that Indianapolis had their balls inflated too.
Yeah, I hate y'all kicker, man, because Carolina would have had a Super Bowl if it wasn't for that dang kicker. We had Tom Brady beat too. We had that game won. Dang kicker had. Why couldn't be kickers like now back then?
No, everybody missing this shit.
We would have won that Super Bowl, boy.
That's the one thing I don't get is you get paid millions of dollars. You literally the only time you're in the game is to kick the ball.
Man.
You're not in there to do anything else. You're in there to kick the ball, and you still can't do that right. And then that to me is just like in the NBA with free throws. Mm-hmm. You get paid millions of dollars. You can't make a free throw?
That'd be the worst, though. Like the free throws, like I wouldn't say for NBA, the worst be college. Because it'd be in March Madness where dudes be missing it, and then they can never get that chance back again.
Nope.
Never. Like, man. But
you could be one of the best players in college, and that'll ruin you.
And I feel like it's always like a curse. Like, you be watching the game, right?
Yeah.
And he'll be going through the season. He'd be like, 2 for 2, 5 for 5, 10 for 10. And then once it get to the get to like the March Madness, and it'd be a game that actually mattered, they'd be like, oh, yeah, he's 90% from the free throw line, and all he got to do is make 2. This should be automatic. Brett.
You see that team
Brett.
the other day? Did you watch the game the other day? It was Texas and Miami.
I didn't watch that one.
Texas and University of Miami. Miami came back to win, but one of their dudes, I can't remember, Miller. He had a perfect game. I think he shot like 12 free throws, made all of them, and then he shot like 7 or 8 baskets, made all of them. He didn't miss all game, and they won.
Damn. See? It be like that.
And then they stopped following him. Like, you don't want him at the line.
Yeah. But sometimes you have those people like that, and then it be they mess up. Or like the year the Vikings could have went to the Super Bowl against Atlanta, and they had the kicker that, but he didn't miss that whole season. I think it was like a couple seasons he ain't missed.
Damn.
And then they was like, oh, it should be automatic. And it was like a 30-yard field goal. It missed it. And Atlanta went to the Super Bowl. And Atlanta won the Super Bowl that year.
Damn.
I thought they lost to Denver that year.
Oh, they did lose because that was Jamal Anderson and Dirty Bird in them. Yeah, Atlanta still ain't won one yet.
Still, what's his face was playing as a quarterback for Denver.
Elway.
Elway,
Terrell Davis.
That was he retired after
John
that game.
Lynch. Yeah, it was that one.
I remember watching that game. That's why.
Jamal Anderson and dang, see. And the funny thing, like I said, I feel like the Viking teams that always get to that point, if they would have made it to, they would have won. Like the Vikings would have got crazy on the Colts.
You got that one.
If they didn't lose to the Saints, or
when they played the Saints again, and Brett Favre throws a last-minute interception. All he had to do was run the ball.
All
they had to do was throw the crossbody and gets picked.
Yeah.
And then you got there's nothing they could have did because they got blasted by the Eagles.
But if they would have played,
after the miracle, they got that ass scrubbed.
But if they would have played Denver that year, that Atlanta beat them. That's the year Moss was going stupid. Moss was just going stupid no matter what year it was. But Chris Carter, Moss, Robert Smith,
that was crazy.
Wasn't it Culpepper as the quarterback?
Yeah. I think
they
set the record.
And they was undefeated too, wasn't they?
No, I think they had a loss in there. But they set the record for the most offense or most points scored in the NFL that season until
Moss won with Brady.
And Brady beat it with Moss that year. That was the number one offense of all time. Now I don't know if that still stands because so many offenses. Look at what Mahomes has done, you know. I don't know if that's still a thing, but
Mahomes doing it with Juju Smith.
She said that.
Say what you were saying.
Well, yeah. But, the last comment in there was talking about the girl from Iowa, Caitlin Clark.
Let's not talk about her because I'm mad. I'm mad. Like, first of all, she ruined my hopes for Louisville to win the whole thing. This girl put 40. She had a 40-point. Was it a triple-double? It was a 40-point triple-double on Louisville to beat them. And they barely won that one. Then I'm like, all right, boom. She plays against South Carolina, number one girls team in the NCAA. 40-something points again.
Yeah.
And won again.
Damn.
So now, and then I just seen a story where her dad said he couldn't find no female leagues for her to play in, so he put her on a boys AAU team. And parents was mad that she was hooping on the boys AAU team.
For real?
And I think they won the championship.
Yeah, she's been killing it her whole life. That girl is something, like, she's something special.
40 ball.
She had 40 points last night.
Triple-double.
Like, and I saw she literally is carrying this fucking team, this Iowa team.
And as of now, she might boost her stock to be the number one draft pick.
Oh, that's a given.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, because at the beginning,
question.
like, she wasn't, like, on the radar to be, like, the WNBA first pick of the, like, South Carolina got a lot of girls on that team that's stacked. And they got a lot of girls coming in that's about to be, like, even one from here, the Tessa Johnson, like, and they beat Hopkins. And she carried by herself pretty much. But this girl, 40-point triple-double, started off with Louisville in the final to get to the Final Four. That was the Elite Eight. And then, no, that was in the Final Four. They did that to Louisville. Then played South Carolina, and then now they in the national championship against LSU.
I think they're gonna beat LSU too.
Yeah, she gonna have another 40-point game.
I don't think that's gonna be a problem. That girl's been hooping all year.
Man,
I think
All
I see
year.
the video of her waving off this girl like at the 3 or something.
oh yeah, I sent that too.
I was like, damn.
I sent that to somebody. I think I sent it to the group where the girls at the 3.
Yeah.
And she just looked at it and just was like what they did to Westbrook. When Westbrook was
Sat
at the
there.
time and just waved them off. That same thing. I was like, what the
damn.
heck? Like I said, if I can't shoot, I'm still shooting. I might get lucky.
Yeah, that Caitlin Clark, man, she's something special.
Yeah.
And a lot of people sleeping on women's basketball right now. Women's basketball, I don't think
Oh,
it's
it's
ever
lit.
been more fun to watch.
lit.
Like I said, I was at the girls' games watching it. I'm like,
You're not getting the dunks, but you're getting
Good quality basketball.
quality basketball.
Yeah.
because that's what girls is going to give you. They're going to give you good fundamental basketball.
And some of these girls
Because-
are hoopers, man.
And then the
Like,
girls that got elite talent with the handle, because that's where it's going to come from, the handle and the jumper. Like, it makes it that much more better to watch it. Like, you watch the boys, and it's like, yeah, you're going to get your dunks and thrills and stuff like that. But if they're not dunking, then it's just like
I
a
had
lot of
more
turnovers,
fun.
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Lot
But
of
the
forced
girls, the only
mistakes.
thing I don't like about the girls is they be tricking a lot of layups.
Oh.
Other than that, as far as like the jumpers and stuff like that, they pure. And sometimes they look more pure at shooting than the boys.
I had more fun
fundamental.
watching girls high school basketball this year than I did watching the boys.
Yeah. I mean, you would have went to the state championship with me. That for the girls and the boys, like, it was lit. The boys, I'm not even gonna lie. If I play your video, it sounded like I was at a Kansas Jayhawk versus North Carolina, like, like the whole. I swear they had it more packed than the Timberwolves. Like,
I went to
I'm talking about this was high school, Park Center, Wayzata. You got all the stands filled, and up top they was getting filled up.
Damn.
I was like, oh.
The Excel, right?
And then I'm talking about you got Wayzata on this side, Park Center on this side. Doom, 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 doom,
it's
doom, doom,
live.
doom. Ah, doom, 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 doom.
Damn.
And then they go,
For the high school?
now it's Park Center turn. Doom, 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 boom, 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 boom. Ah, like going crazy. I'm in there. I'm like, oh, this is lit. Like it was, and the game went into overtime.
I went to the girls
quality game.
Was it 3A section championship between Visitation and De La Salle. That the gym was packed, like it was packed, and that was actually a really good game.
Yeah, my boy Keon, his daughter played for De La Salle.
Yeah, I went to watch Viz, but De La Salle, man,
They got that big girl.
bro, they had that
No,
girl.
she's solid. No, they got more than just her, but
she's okay. She's not that good. She
funny the way
get
you
a
say
little
it.
out of. Her problem is she get a little out of control. She not really. She just relies on her size. But the minute that she'll have to play a big girl, I guarantee you she gonna get beat.
yeah, but that's the thing. How many big girls is in high school basketball? So she's gonna look good now,
Yeah.
and then
But once she has to play somebody her own size, she gonna get beat. She's not that good because I seen some defense played on her where I'm like, you really did miss that? But that team, man, they had one senior on the team. They had one senior. That team is gonna be
crazy.
good for years. That team is gonna be good for at least the next 3 years.
because Keon's daughter's a freshman.
Yeah. Which one was she? What's her number?
She I forgot her number. She plays JV, but she suits up for varsity. So
I watched the JV game from them too.
yep. So
They cold.
she probably get more clock next year for varsity.
But they got this small point guard on their team. She was killing it. And then they got this number 23 on their varsity team. They're both freshmen, I think. And man, that team's gonna be good for the next 3 years at least. That team is gonna be something.
God damn.
If they don't win a state championship, I'll be disappointed because that team should. They're good.
Because 3A, who won 3A for the
It was
girls?
Vanille St. Margaret.
Yeah. So, and at 4A, I said, because STMA, they played Hopkins.
Yeah.
Hopkins was loaded. And STMA really only have Tessa and like one other. And Tessa pretty much carried STMA over Hopkins. Like it was lit. This year was lit for high school basketball. Like,
Yeah, it was
I
good.
got
It was lit.
some games.
Like I had to see my boy Taysom because
This game you go.
every time I try to go to like the big ones, it'd be like TG versus Park Center. It's gonna be sold out. So if you're not there like early, you're not gonna get in. So, but I think they should start doing like those games at like bigger venues, like at the Target Center or the Gophers Arena, like on days when they're not using it, and because they know it's gonna sell out. So just have those
might as
games
well
there.
get your money's worth.
Yeah, and TG's
Don't they got, like
3A school.
probably gonna cost you rent out that
True.
use that place though.
Yeah, no, because when I was in school, North and Henry, the games was always so big. They would have to play at the Target Center, and that was in the regular season.
Damn.
Because the game North and Henry, it was a rival, and like it was huge. And those games, something always happened at the end. So getting beat up, shot, something. I mean, it was North and Henry. Like it literally was like blood and crip, almost. Like not saying it was, but saying like that's what it's like. The blood versus the Crips, Henry versus North, Chicago Bears versus or Green Bay Packers versus the Vikings. Who's the Lakers versus Boston Celtics?
Yeah.
Like that's what it's like. So
Yeah.
Cooper Armstrong, like
He said
that type
somebody
stuff.
gotta get shot.
No, I'm saying that's what it was like back then. Them North games, like you seen where I live, like it's like that regular. So you got like people in the hood. They I got money on da da da, and you riding with your team, and like it's real like this, like really real like that. Like when they be saying like in Cali, you'll see like DeMar DeRozan and them. They like if you walk the streets, if you're not gang banging, you better be a hooper. You know what I mean? Because the game bangers is taking the hoopers under their wing. Like you ain't got to live this life, but we make sure you good and da da da. So you kind of affiliated. So when you're playing for that school that they like Crenshaw and they rocking with you, there's probably Compton, High, and then boom. So you got them over there. So now when they playing, now you got all these sets in the same area. Yeah. It's gonna get rowdy. So it's like your team win, run me match, and then now it's lit because now it might even be just people there, and it's like, oh, there go my op. Now it's lit. Because it even be like that. Like ask Tay, we call Tay right now, or Jet, or even Punch. Be like, what high school you go to? They be like North. Like you mess with niggas that went to Henry? No, fuck them niggas. But we in the hood, we cool with them. Yeah. But as far as like we talking sports, it's like fuck y'all. Like you know what I mean? So
that was Champlin with like Park Center and Osseo.
Yeah, like it could have literally been I'm at Cooper, you at Armstrong, and we're playing for their teams. And when it comes to that, no, fuck Otto. Like we about to do that nigga dirty. Like.
I think it's different though for Champlin though, cause I don't know. I ride harder now for Champlin than I did when I went there. I'm the dude that I showed up to the Champlin Park homecoming game in an Osseo football shirt, and I went in the home section crowd.
Oh, you wild! You could do that at North. You pull up to North and wear a Henry.
I went in Champlin because I knew they wasn't gonna do shit. And I went in there with the Osseo football shirt in the home section. I sat there. I walked in there.
Matter of fact, like because I played for North Commerce. North Commerce Fireview, we had that same thing. After every game, we want to fight. But imagine because the only time we lost to them was, so my first year, we lost to them. Next 4 years, we smoked them. And then our last year playing for that team, they beat us in the playoffs.
So anytime y'all lost the game, y'all at least won the fight, though.
Pretty much. But we was fighting even when we was winning. Because, like, it was just like, so, but like, me saying that, you remember when we pulled up to Fireview, that story, when we seen the kids out there, right? Take that times 100. And that's what a North Henry game looked like. A North Commons versus a Fireview game look like. Like that's what it looked like. You're on edge the whole time because you know once this game is over, something stupid about to happen,
Yeah, that's crazy.
or something stupid is going to happen before the game.
Champlin kids always thought they were tough. They
Uh,
always tried to think they were on some shit.
yeah, like we could pull up, like North Commons. We were going to because when we played on North Field. When Farview played, they played on Henry Field. So we pull. I love playing on Henry Field. I love whooping their ass on the home field at night. And then we pull up. We already, yeah, fuck these niggas. What up? Like we hype. We gonna whoop these niggas. We on the other side, helmets off, looking at them. Yeah, nigga. Like we turned. Like and the whole time, like I said, some of these people we're cool with. Like on a regular day, we're cool with. Nah, like
Not
fuck
today.
y'all niggas. Like I fought friends
Damn.
on the field before, like friends.
And then when y'all in the hallway, but
I mean, we're not in the hallway because we're in different schools, but
like,
like yeah,
y'all meet up at the mall or something like, oh,
yeah. But
My fault.
when it comes to
I
it,
had
like
to.
yeah, when you put them colors on, that's what you riding for. You feel me? That's what you riding for.
I ain't never been though. I ain't never played for a team, so
Yeah, we're gonna have to check out some of them high school games.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm always big for that. I love them. And I got a kid that play at Champlin too. I got a couple kids actually.
Let me
I
know.
was
who's
hoping
going
to make it to some of the Gopher baseball games this year because my godson he play on the he's a pitcher for them, but he got hurt. He had that the Tommy John surgery.
Dang, early.
Yeah. So hopefully he'll bounce back. Be there. He'll be redshirted. I think they do a medical red shirt or something this year, and then next year he'll be good. But
I don't know about baseball, but you ever like do they do like reclassifying for that?
what do you mean?
So I know kids that reclassify in basketball. So like I don't want to say because that's kind of embarrassing sometimes. Like so it's almost like being held back, right? So like if you're not doing good in school, your grades is bad, they'll hold you back. So you'll repeat that grade.
I went to school with one of them kids.
Yeah, but some kids do that for sports. Like, yeah. So
yeah, go ahead.
So the kid that I'm talking about is already good enough. He could have been in college already for the same school, like to me. And he just reclassified himself to give himself a better ranking number. So you know what I mean? So like say you the same age as me, Keon, Herb, we all the same age, right? So if you was in our class, you'll be ranked, say 10, right?
Yeah.
But if you reclassify and you go, so we keep going and you stay back that year, now when you ranked amongst that class that you're in now you like top 5.
Yeah, gotta be though.
Yeah. But now it looks better for you.
Yeah.
Scouting, yeah.
So people do that sometimes. They reclassify.
How the fuck do they do that though?
I mean, you could use the excuse of grades, or you
But
can use the excuse.
What about that law that has no kid left behind?
Nah, I mean, kids still, because like you don't want to put a kid in the next grade if
You can.
if they're not like
Parents can decide.
the
yeah,
parents can
it's
decide.
not us doing it; it's the parents that's doing it. We're not reclassifying
Oh,
Yeah.
School can't hold you back.
them. Nah,
right.
That's
But-
no kid left behind.
yeah,
but
so-
the parents
But the
can.
parents,
yeah. So the parents could use the excuse of
he needs to stay
grades.
back one.
yeah, or maturity, because maybe say like me, I finished school when I was 17, right? And then because my birthday was in July, in a couple months I'll be 18. So say I reclassified, and then I could finish school when I'm 18. Like, so it could be like when your birthday's set or stuff like that.
Yeah, just a little loophole. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So
Always a loophole and everything.
yeah, so my old I played traveling for 1 year in 8th grade, and my coach, his name was Curtis Washington, and he actually like made it to. He didn't make it to the NBA, like he didn't get drafted, but he got a workout for the Knicks, and he didn't ultimately make it, but he was there. So I mean, good enough to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But he never made it. But then he ended up coaching and shit, and then he ended up coaching us. And then his kid, Kyle Washington, he ended up he got a scholarship, and I forget where he initially went, but I think he transferred over to South Carolina State. I think it was. He didn't really do much in college. He never got drafted, and I think he might be playing overseas now. But he was in the G League for a little bit. But he was one of them kids that they held him back to.
Amari Stoudemire was a super senior.
Yeah.
Damn.
And, yeah.
Like with Kyle, he was no offense to him. Like I don't have any problems with Kyle. He was just dumb.
Cool.
He was actually like one of them kids that didn't pay attention in school, like because he just was an idiot.
Mm-hmm. But then you got some people that, like you said, is like pretty much like grade wise ain't there, but their talent is good enough, so they figure out ways to also push them ahead too. Because Derrick Rose wasn't supposed to end up at Memphis. His grades was horrible. If you look up his story, like, yeah, his grades was horrible. That's why he left Memphis after that first year.
Damn.
I mean, he was going to leave anyways because he was good, but, like,
He wasn't going to make it through.
nah, he was going to get in trouble. But,
Derrick Rose is one of those players that I like now. And at the time when he was with the Bulls, I didn't like him, and I don't even know why.
I always liked Derrick Rose. He was cold.
He was crazy. I'm not saying he wasn't cold, but he's just one of those players that I didn't like, and I'm like, I don't even know.
And the funny thing to me, he wasn't even the best player on Memphis. Like Chris Douglas Roberts, that boy was cold in college. And like Derrick Rose was like, he was like the face, but the numbers was like CDR. And then once they got to the league, because they both got drafted, man, Derrick Rose is just like, I'm about to show you, I'm the one. And CDR was just mediocre. And then he just, yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, damn. He was mediocre as hell.
But in college, he was lit. There's a lot of people that's lit in college, and then when they get to the league, be trash. Adam Morrison.
I see, speaking of one of them players, I just seen recently because the Lakers got that kid Austin Reeves going crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know who called him out, like saying he's overhyped and overrated? Rashad McCants. Talk about a player that was cold as hell in college, came to the NBA and didn't do shit.
I played with him at 43 Hoops, too.
Yeah, I met him.
I seen him get pumped by Ricky Davis at the gym.
I remember I met him when I was overseas in Kuwait. He came to the Big Three. They had a bunch of no-names come and play with us. And he was one of them, so I got to meet him. Like, I always liked Rashad McCants when he was at North Carolina and shit, but yeah, he didn't do shit in the NBA. He came to the Timberwolves for a couple of years, and then I think he got traded, and he might have been out of the league in 4 or 5 years.
I think he had like a good 8-year run.
It wasn't very long.
He's mediocre. Like, he had some games where he was like decent.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Yeah,
overall
flashes.
career, he was mediocre too.
He was a bust.
Yeah.
He had flashes where you're like, man, this dude could be cold.
But that was the same day I told you I played with Sebastian Telfair too.
Yeah.
That boy was the fastest person I ever seen dribble in my life. I was like, that's why I'm amazed by like how, like, because nobody puts Sebastian up there for like best dribbler I ever seen in the league. It's Kyrie, Ivo. So like, if I was amazed with Sebastian Telfair, how would I be if I was watching them? Yeah, because like Sebastian, what surprised me was how fast he was, on top of being able to handle the ball without losing. Like, he was fast, fast. I've like EJ fast, but handling the rock like clean. So if that's mediocre to the NBA, like if that's just regular, yeah, I would hate to see, because what they say, De'Aaron Fox is super fast.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I'd like to see these guys put up with TJ Ford. TJ Ford is one of the fastest players I've seen.
Yeah.
And dribble the ball. He had nice handles.
And bounce. He's in Texas going crazy.
He got hurt. But I'd like to see like prime TJ Ford up against some of these guys.
Who's that one dude we seen that you said like had like crazy bounce that Punch was playing with or something?
Who teed up?
I don't know.
There's a lot of people I know that got bounced. Like
he was like,
my homeboy Robert or light skinned dude with braids, T Dub or
because we went to go see Punch play or something at this one place, and it was one of the people on his team that
Poly Pro Am. The little guy.
Nah, he was a forward. Like he had stupid bounce.
Light skin, brown skin.
Yeah, brown skin.
There's a lot of people that got bounced.
Like he was all like.
This Cortez, he got bounced. There's Robert, he got bounced. They brown skin. Yeah, a lot of people jump. Like especially when you talk about that pro-am game. Yeah, a lot. It was a white dude that played on another team that got crazy bounce. Like, and he almost caught Punch nasty. And he missed it, but he went to Mankato State too. Like. Yeah, you go to the pro-am, you see some crazy stuff. Seeing a dude get dunked on and pretty much was like knocked out after that.
Damn.
Like he got hurt, but like it seemed like he was knocked out. But I was like, yeah, like I seen probably one of the coldest games ever was at a pro-am. One dude, he was like kind of brown skin. He took off. All you see of him doing this in the air, finishing with a dunk. I'm like, yeah. Punch will tell you.
Yeah, we just gonna have to see some more. We got to get out there and see some more games.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm always out there. So I'm watching everything from high school, from park board to BPAA to even though I don't like BPAA, but BPAA, AAU, high school. Like if you playing it and you ask me to come support, I'm always gonna come support. So, especially if I know you.
Just let me know. I'm trying to pull up too then.
What else you guys been up to?
Shit.
Chilling, playing the game, laying low, enjoying spring break. Suck that spring break about to be over already. I mean, technically it is because now it's the weekend, but yeah, my spring break over. So,
yeah, that's right. We had ours last week.
Yeah, so we go back on Monday. And the only thing I got to look forward to is 2 months of school left. And I'm on
Really
summer
only
break.
2 months?
Technically, because you got this month,
May,
next month, and then 1 week. I don't really count that week of June.
No, I don't either. Yeah, 2
This is only like 4 days.
Yeah,
No,
damn.
We got 8.
Yeah, so we get out on the 8th, but is that the day y'all get off?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's our last day.
But it's not 8 days. It's like
yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. So
Well,
I had my pool tournament last week. That's why I was gone.
how'd that
And
go?
we went good. So we won our first game, or our first match, and I got pissed off after that match because they tried to cheat, and we ended up giving them the point back just to shut them up. But they tried to take a point back from my game because I beat this girl, and I remember specifically because she had her 4-ball right in front of this corner pocket, and I parked the 8 right in front of it, so she couldn't make that ball without making the 8. There's no way. She couldn't even hardly hit the ball without making the 8, so she fouled. I got ball in hand, and then I finished the game and made the 8. But so she had 1 ball left, so she would have had a total of 6 points. And they tried to say that she had made all her balls. I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Because that's how I beat her.
Yeah.
And so we ended up giving her a 7 just so they shut. It didn't matter anyways because it was 1 point. We ended up winning the match.
Yeah.
But that shit pissed me out. Like, people out in the pool community I've noticed, like, are shiesty. They try to be shiesty because they'll try to beat you anyway. It don't matter.
You know what we need to do? We need to stick a GoPro in your head.
Yeah. And then the next match, we lost to a team that we really should have beat. We're better than them. We normally do beat them in our league too, but we lost. And then we had to come back up through the losers bracket, and we were winning all games. We were the last game we had to win this game, and we would have got $250 back for the team, and we keep winning whatever. But Yeah, we won like 3 or 4 matches to get there. And this last team, they had a guy that was ranked as a C player. So we ended up giving them 10 balls as a handicap. And the guy that was one of the guys that was ranked as a C player, he even told us that he's a Masters player. So he should have been ranked a Masters, and he tried to get it changed, and they wouldn't do it. So they should have been giving us
cheated.
They should have been giving us 10 balls, and it would have came down to the last game, which was my game. I didn't end up playing because we were already mathematically beat, so then we didn't play it. But if we got those 10 balls, instead of losing by 14, we would have been down by 4 going into my game. And the girl that I play, I've seen her play. I could have beat her no problem. All I would have had to do was not let her make 3 balls. But that's not easy. But I think I could have did it. I think for sure I could have beat her. But so we ended up
master player, C grade.
So we were there we got there at 7, but we didn't start shooting until 8, and then we were there until about 11:30 at night. We were there all day, and the worst part is that like we were playing really good as a team, and I felt like shit all day. I was getting progressively more and more sick.
Damn.
And so like but I was still shooting good at the end, even with that. So we should have been kept going. We were supposed to, had we kept winning, we would have been shooting till like 2-3 in the morning.
Dang, you had a Jordan flu game.
But
Jordan Poole.
But yeah, it was fun. It was different. But you start seeing that people in the community, the pool community, they'll play shicey to beat you. They don't care. They'll say
Cheating in
things
all
and do
sports.
whatever. Yeah.
Well, we can continue this weekend. Can wrap this up.
Hold on, I got a question.
What's up?
Yeah.
Oh,
So, right, say your significant other, right, lost their memory completely. What's the first thing you go to tell them?
lost their memory?
Yep. Are you going to try to help them get that memory back, or are you going to, like, try to flip it?
I don't know.
I'm probably going to try to help them get the memory back.
Like, completely?
Yeah.
No switching? Like, that, like, make them, like, oh, like, she don't like video games or something, to be like, yeah, you was really good at you was really good at
reprogram it the way you want.
Nah,
That's crazy.
Nah, because I don't think that would mess with me. I'd be like, nah, that's not right. Personally.
Damn, Chris out here trying to reprogram.
I might have, I know, I'm like, it might have like, yeah, she used to like to go around the park. You used to like go to the park and stuff. You used to hoop and all that.
I
don't think I would.
Nah. I mean, depends on who it is, but I'd probably get them back to where they was because that's why I was with them. So
Yeah.
I'll probably add the hooping in there. Be like, you love basketball.
You'll put some reprogramming in it.
You love basketball.
What about you, Jesse?
I'm just gonna keep it the same.
I'm changing a lot. I'm sorry. Remember,
we used to go crazy on Call of Duty together, and we gotta get it right again. Like, come on, we gotta get these hours
something
done.
wild.
I was like, we was in a relationship where you was cool with me, stepping out sometimes,
Oh, hit the end button. We out of here.
I'm about to go back to my old ways.
Get us out of here, bro.
Hey, remember that poll in the group chat? Who's the biggest hoe?
Not me. That was Tay.
Yeah,
It was Tay. I came in last.
Chris is trying to be. He's trying to get that #1 spot.
That was Tay Keys. Not me.
Otto was in there too. He had a lot of votes.
I don't try to put me
I don't
in
know
there.
how.
Yeah, and you beat me too. Exactly. So and he
outta here.
started the poll with me in it.
I only put him.
Yeah, and then look, didn't get no votes. I'm discreet with mine. You feel me? But yeah, that's the end of the podcast. It's your boy Drift XLR, aka the Double Killer, aka the light skinned one. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Truth TL13.
Truth be told.
Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, friends.